2024 and beyond are shaping up to be exciting for DC fans, with a slew of movies in development at the newly formed DC Studios. This marks a fresh start for DC's cinematic universe, especially with James Gunn's take on Superman slated for 2025. Alongside that, we have Matt Reeves' The Batman Part 2 and a sequel to Joaquin Phoenix's Joker in the pipeline. While we've already seen releases like Shazam! Fury of the Gods, The Flash, Blue Beetle, and Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom in 2023, and 2024 promised Todd Phillips' Joker Folie à Deux. Looking ahead, Gunn and Safran will take charge, spearheading Superman's return and breathing new life into the DCU with a lineup of announced projects. Here's a rundown of every DC movie slated for 2024 and beyond, shaping the future of the shared universe. Joker Folie à Deux, October 4, 2024. In 2019, Joker became one of DC's standout hits, earning critical praise and multiple awards, including Oscars for Best Original Score and Best Actor for Joaquin Phoenix. While initially intended as a standalone, the announcement of a sequel, Joker Folie à Deux, came in May 2021, slated for release on October 4, 2024, making it DC's sole offering for that year. Notably, Todd Phillips' Joker franchise resides in DC's Elseworlds realm, allowing for a fresh narrative separate from the main DC universe. Joaquin Phoenix returns as Arthur Fleck, aka Joker, with Zazie Beetz reprising her role from the first film. The cast also includes Brendan Gleeson, Catherine Keener, Jacob Lofland, and Harry Lottie. Adding to the intrigue, Lady Gaga joins the ensemble as Harley Quinn, with set photos hinting at a potentially dark portrayal of the character. Joker Folie à Deux is set to explore new territory as a movie musical, departing from its predecessor's gritty tone while retaining its trademark darkness. Watchmen 2024 TBD. In 2024, Warner Bros. Is set to release an animated adaptation of Alan Moore's iconic comic book series, Watchmen. This movie will revisit the original 12 issues published between September 1986 and October 1987. While there have been previous adaptations, including Zack Snyder's 2009 film and HBO's 2019 TV series, this animated rendition aims to offer a fresh perspective on the beloved story. Watchmen will debut exclusively on streaming platforms, offering fans a new way to experience Moore's groundbreaking narrative. Justice League Crisis on Infinite Earths, Parts 2 and 3, 2024. Alongside the announcement of the Watchmen animated movie, Warner Bros. Revealed that their next project in the DC animated universe, the first feature-length adaptation of Justice League Crisis on Infinite Earths. This adaptation was originally part of Walter Hamada's rumored plans for the DCEU before its reset. The animated version is split into 3 parts, with Justice League Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 1 already released on January 9, 2024. Part 2 is scheduled for April 23, 2024, while Part 3's release date is still unconfirmed but expected in 2024. The series is based on the groundbreaking 1985 DC comic book crossover, considered one of the most significant in the company's history. Similar to The Flash, Justice League Crisis on Infinite Earths deals with a multiverse event and follows the 2023 release of Justice League War World. Superman, July 11, 2025. Following the launch of James Gunn and Peter Safran's new DC universe through the Waller and Creature Commando series on television, the highly anticipated Superman film is slated to be the flagship feature of this revamped universe. Arriving in theaters on July 11, 2025, Superman will introduce David Corenswet as the new Man of Steel, replacing Henry Cavill's portrayal from the previous DCEU. Notably, Superman will diverge from the typical origin story, as indicated by its title change from Superman Legacy to simply Superman. Instead of retelling Superman's origins, the film will delve into Clark Kent's life as he navigates his dual identity, grappling with his Kryptonian heritage while rooted in his upbringing in Kansas. Already established as a reporter at the Daily Planet and having encountered key characters like Lois Lane, this installment promises a fresh perspective on the iconic superhero. Directed and written by Gunn himself, the film is poised to offer a unique take on the beloved character. Joining chords with Superman, the cast features Rachel Brosnahan as Lois Lane, drawing from her acclaimed performance in The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. Gunn has hinted at a superhero-populated world with Green Lantern, Nathan Fillion as Guy Gardner, Hawkgirl, Isabella Merced, Mr. Terrific, Edi Cathegi, and Metamorpho, Anthony Carrigan, all confirmed to appear alongside Superman, adding depth to the cinematic universe. The Batman Part 2, October 2, 2026. Matt Reeves' The Batman Part 2 continues the story arc initiated by its predecessor, The Batman. Positioned as part of a standalone trilogy within the DC Elseworlds category, this sequel to the 2022 original and the forthcoming Penguin series promises to delve deeper into the complex world of the Caped Crusader. Robert Pattinson returns as Bruce Wayne, aka Batman, in this highly anticipated follow-up. While specific plot details remain under wraps, speculation abounds regarding potential storylines. One prevailing theory suggests an adaptation of DC Comics' No Man's Land narrative, wherein Gotham City descends into chaos following a devastating earthquake. The question of the film's antagonist has been a subject of much speculation. Various characters like Mr. Freeze, Hush, and Clayface have been rumored as potential adversaries. However, Reeves has remained tight-lipped on this front, focusing instead on the Penguin TV show's development for Max. Batman Azteka Shock do Imperios, TBD. Batman Azteka Shock do Imperios offers a fresh spin on the Batman saga, diving into the lore of the Aztec Empire. The story follows Yohuali as he confronts the Spanish conquistadors who tragically ended his parents' lives. While an official image for the animated movie has been unveiled, the release date remains a mystery for now. Batman's narrative has been reimagined in various captivating ways, from steampunk interpretations to ventures into Lovecraftian versions of Gotham and occasional transformations into a cyborg. Batman Azteka Shock do Imperios continues this tradition, promising to introduce thrilling new lore while staying true to the essence of DC's iconic hero. The movie is slated for release on Max, offering audiences more adventures of the Caped Crusader alongside other upcoming releases like The Batman Part 2 in 2025 and The Brave and the Bold. The Authority, TBD. The Authority, announced by James Gunn on January 31, 2023, is slated to be part of the DCU's Chapter 1, titled Gods and Monsters, although a release date has not been confirmed yet. This superhero team, known for their extreme methods to get the job done, is expected to draw inspiration from Amazon Prime Video's The Boys. While no writer or director has been attached to the project, Gunn revealed that the team would be linked to the DCU's new Superman, debuting in 2025's Superman. Describing the Authority as a group who perceives the world as deeply flawed and believes in taking matters into their own hands, Gunn highlighted their willingness to resort to drastic measures like eliminating individuals, overthrowing governments, or instigating political change to improve the world. Peter Safran likened the morally ambiguous nature of the team to Jack Nicholson's character in A Few Good Men. Initially created by Warren Ellis and Brian Hitch for the independent comic book publisher Wildstorm, the Authority became part of the DC Comics continuity when Wildstorm was acquired by DC Comics in 2011. The Brave and the Bold, TBD. The Brave and the Bold is gearing up to reboot the character of Batman once again, with a new actor stepping into the role of Bruce Wayne, distinct from Ben Affleck and Robert Pattinson's portrayals. While an official release date has yet to be announced, The Brave and the Bold will introduce Damian Wayne, Bruce Wayne's estranged son, as a version of Robin. Drawing inspiration from Grant Morrison's 2006 to 2013 run of Batman in DC Comics, the project has been relatively quiet since its announcement by Gunn in January 2023. As for the casting of the new Batman, rumors have been swirling about Jake Gyllenhaal potentially taking on the iconic role. Gyllenhaal himself expressed interest in playing Batman in the DC Universe, revealing in an exclusive interview with Screen Rant that he had previously auditioned for the role and would consider it an honor to take on such a classic character. Gyllenhaal's comments quickly garnered attention online, with many fans speculating about his suitability for the brave and the bold. Although Gunn has not yet responded to Gyllenhaal's remarks, it remains uncertain if he's aware of them. Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, TBD. On January 29, 2024, James Gunn officially confirmed Millie Alcock as the DCU's Supergirl, igniting excitement among fans for her portrayal of Kara Zor-El. This announcement followed reports of Alcock and Meg Donnelly as frontrunners for the role, with both undergoing screen tests to secure their spot in the DCU cast. Alcock's selection was widely praised, with her past performances indicating her ability to bring depth and vitality to the character. In November 2023, James Gunn unveiled Ana Nogueira as the screenwriter for Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, praising her screenplay adaptation as exceptional. This marked a significant development for the movie, especially considering Nogueira's initial involvement with the scrapped Supergirl project after the Flash movie. Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow is part of the DCU's Chapter 1, Gods and Monsters, set between Batman the Brave and the Bold and Swamp Thing, although its release date remains unconfirmed. With Gunn's ambitious 10-year plan for the DCU, including his direction of Superman Legacy, the projected 2-year gap between the two movies hints at a potential 2027 release for Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. Millie Alcock's casting as Supergirl was a deliberate choice by Gunn, who was impressed by her performance in House of the Dragon. Supported by the endorsement of Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow comic creator Tom King, Alcock's versatility and talent position her as a fitting choice for the iconic role. While the movie's tone may appear lighter compared to other DCU projects, Gunn's description of Supergirl's origin story suggests a deeper, more intense narrative. Drawing inspiration from King's acclaimed comic book series, Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow promises a compelling storyline involving loss, vengeance, and the potential appearance of Krypto the dog. Swamp Thing, TBD. Swamp Thing, slated for the DCU, promises to delve into the eerie depths of horror as it uncovers the enigmatic origins of the titular character. Drawing inspiration from Alan Moore's acclaimed 1984 storyline, The Saga of the Swamp Thing, in DC Comics, the film is set to be a spine-chilling addition to the DC cinematic universe. Renowned filmmaker James Mangold, known for his work on Logan and Ford vs. Ferrari, is set to helm the project as both writer and director, adding his signature touch to the narrative. Despite its darker tone, Swamp Thing will remain intricately connected to the broader DCU, showcasing the versatility of Gunn and Safran's creative vision. The role of Swamp Thing demands a performer with a commanding physical presence, profound acting chops, and the ability to endure extensive makeup or motion capture work. Enter Idris Elba, a versatile actor known for his transformative performances. Constantine 2, TBD. Constantine 2, the sequel to Keanu Reeves' 2005 portrayal of the Hellblazer, is making waves in the DC universe. While not officially part of James Gunn and Peter Safran's DC canon, this project is shaping up to be a thrilling addition to DC's Elseworlds lineup. Producer Lorenzo Di Bonaventura expressed his optimism for Constantine 2, drawing parallels between the unique nature of John Constantine and another character, Madam Web. He highlighted the singularity of both characters, emphasizing their compelling narratives and distinctive qualities. Reeves' dedication to reprising his role as John Constantine has been unwavering, and fans were thrilled by the announcement of Constantine 2 in September 2022. Now, with updates rolling in, the anticipation for this long-awaited sequel is building. Constantine 2 will explore an older version of John Constantine, taking into account Reeves' age while showcasing the character's continued adventures. Aquaman 3, TBD. Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom's director James Wan recently hinted at the possibility of an Aquaman 3, despite the movie marking the end of the DCEU. At a trailer screening event attended by Screen Rant, Wan disclosed that the film's conclusion sets the stage for Jason Momoa's Aquaman to continue his adventures in future installments. He noted that the Jason Momoa story as Aquaman has more places to go, suggesting that the character's journey is far from over. Wan emphasized that the ending of Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom tees up something bigger, hinting at exciting developments for Aquaman's story. In a conversation with Entertainment Weekly, Wan elaborated on the direction a potential Aquaman 3 could take, emphasizing the importance of character growth. He highlighted Arthur's evolution from a wanderer to someone with a clearer sense of purpose in the second movie, and suggested that a third installment should focus on further developing the characters. Wan expressed his belief that the groundwork laid in the second film provides ample material for exploring the character's journey in greater depth. While Wan didn't reveal specific plot details for Aquaman 3, he emphasized the significance of character development in shaping the next chapter of Aquaman's saga. Aquaman 3 holds the potential to delve into some compelling storylines, especially considering the dramatic events hinted at in Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. The movie's trailer suggests that Black Manta will target Arthur Curry's family, setting the stage for a potentially tragic confrontation. In the comics, Black Manta's actions result in the death of Aquaman's son, a storyline that could be adapted for Aquaman 3. If Black Manta were to kill Aquaman's son in Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, it would align with James Wan's remarks about the film's ending, setting up something bigger for a sequel. Such a devastating loss would challenge Arthur Curry's resilience and character growth, providing an opportunity for him to emerge as an even stronger hero. Considering that Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom is the final movie in the DCEU, Aquaman 3 would likely either become part of the new DC universe or fall under DC's Elseworlds label. This transition could offer a chance to explore Arthur Curry's role in the evolving DC landscape and examine any differences between the DCEU and DCU versions of Aquaman. By breathing new life into Momoa's franchise, Aquaman 3's storyline could inject fresh energy into the character's journey. Now, while it's true that many of these projects lack confirmed release dates, their development has indeed been confirmed. Therefore, before offering any commentary on their status, it's essential to reconsider one's perspective. And that concludes today's discussion. Thank you for tuning in, and we look forward to your continued engagement. Before you go, we're curious. Which upcoming DC Universe project are you most excited about, and why? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more updates on the latest developments in the world of DC films and beyond. Until next time.